Hey guys, welcome to this week's fishing report. I'm Captain Ryan Van Fleet, Good Karma Sport Fishing. And I got to tell you what, Melinda and I took a little road trip today, and you get the living down here, you just don't get to appreciate what we have as far as this amazing backdrop here. It has been probably a good 10 years since I've been down to Bahia Honda, and we have the old railroad bridge behind me. And I talked about this in my last YouTube fishing report, and I wanted to come down here and show you guys. For you guys that have never seen it from this angle and have never stopped along Highway 1, I highly suggest you do it. Come down and take a moment and check this out. It's just an awesome spot. It just, like I said, it really makes, I really just appreciate being able to do this. So I want to get into this week's fishing report. Here we go. It's been good. We caught some beautiful mutton snappers this week. I targeted big red groupers. I got one really big one. That's the one I wanted, and some small ones. And then we got some. It's that time of year we start catching the beautiful porgies. I love porgies. I actually think, in my opinion, for me personally, I love them like just as much as I love eating the mutton snapper. So they have a sweeter meat, and they're just an awesome fish. They fight really hard. They'll fight you all the way up to the top. And the porgies that we target are the 24 to 28 inch porgies, and the meat is like snow white, perfect on the grill. Okay, along the reef, yellowtail fishing was good. Like I said, I know guys that went out there, they just crushed it. They bit really well. We had a good southeast breeze. Current was ripping. Good bite. Best bite from I would say molasses up to French Reef, up to Carey's Fort. Carey's Fort, there was an awesome mutton snapper bite up there. Really shallow, like 120 to 150 to 110. Up by Carey's Fort off Ocean Reef, you have all these amazing patries, okay? The fishing pressure is a little different up there. It's kind of what we call no man's land. And you have the ability to troll these patries in the summer with just feathers and just different stuff and catch and plugs of these isolated patries up there and catch big muttons, groupers, all sorts of stuff. Now it's a haul from me to go to Tavernier, so I don't get up there like very much, but for you guys that are trailering down or live up there by Carey's Fort in those areas, guys, it's some of the best fishing up there. Especially this time of year, the water temperatures are perfect. The fish have pushed in there with the current, and the fishing pressure is minimal. So, and there's just lots of good structure up there. The Seymour really just brings it all out for you up there. So there's no mystery, there's no secrets. You just got to be in there when that current's really ripping. Those fish get pushed in really close up there. Really good zone to fish. You just gotta, they're there, but it's just a matter of the technique's got to change, the bait has to change. Sometimes they get really picky, but you guys know that's fishing. So, yep, I said it, that's fishing. As far as bait goes, it's working for me. Again, can't go wrong with the gog, but that's kind of changing a little bit. What I'm seeing is the fish, I fished one day and then they kind of changed, and then I went and started using a little bit more squid and smaller baits, and they bit a little bit better for me. So that was the bottom fishing. The blacks are, like I said, the water temperature is still perfect. The water temperature is like 84, 85, 84, max 85 degrees. Last year was 88, almost 87. It was super hot. This year it's absolutely perfect. So the bigger dolphin have been pushing in the evenings. So for you guys that just don't want to run all the way out there and spend a lot of gas money, so go out there in the evenings. The tunas are still popping up. Just got to go out there and find that first edge where that could be. Usually your best zones are the zones in 220 out to 300 out to 450, and then you kind of push it out a little bit, and they're just going to be just inside the island rod hump. So is where you're going to find them. So usually that sets up in the evening for some nice, you pick up a few schoolies and just make an evening of it, catch a few tunas and then come home. So lots of dolphin out there, lots of small fish. But that's all going to change when we start getting closer to that new moon, which is coming up. And the new moon, you're going to see some big fish caught. I can almost guarantee it. Just watch. And then you'll see the migration start to happen a little bit more. I do think the weed is going to start going away here pretty soon. I do have to check the sargassum maps, but I've been watching it down in the Caribbean, and it's starting to get not as much. The news media always tries to hype it up every year about how much is coming through, but there are sites that you can monitor your own, and they can get good clumps of that. I do have a YouTube video out there about monitoring the sargassum that's coming up. So it's there. You can go through my playlist and find it. But make your own decisions when it comes to the weed. But anyhow, what I also too, if you got a lot of grass inside in those zones, you just got to keep going out, keep running until you find some good current. Then it'll all set up for you, and you'll catch plenty of fish. So the hotter it gets, the earlier you got to go, or the later you got to go. Then they'll start doing their thing, unless it's cloudy. There's lots that goes into it. But yeah, I think that's all I got here for the fishing report. It's hot in summer. It's time. We'll see what the water temperatures do here over the next few weeks. You can see the people fishing along the side here. Tide's doing its thing. On this bridge here, like I said, I think that the incoming here does very well. So you can see where people are all stationed up over there. Come here at night. There's been lots of cuberas caught on this down here as well in the evening. You've got all that other good stuff. There's lots of snook down here along these. It's just an awesome bridge. So if you're down this way, windy day, want to go catch some mangroves, muttons. Muttons get in there pretty thick, down closer to on the other side down there. So, but yeah, that's it. Oh, now we're into Mangrove Madness course. Just launched the first one last week, tying into what's going to happen coming up on the new moon here. So, and a mystery fish. So that I haven't even announced yet in the course yet. So we're going to mix that in. I'm super stoked about the mystery fish. But the as far as the mangrove course goes, I'm digging more into like outside the box, beyond the basics. So that's the guys that have been with me and joining courses and stuff are looking for those little bits of nuggets in there that I lace in, that they can take that one tip and then apply it to their strategies. The more that you can have in the arsenal, you're better. And then plus they have a library of stuff. So along with other course platforms they're involved with as well. So they all correlate that all together, and it all kind of blends in, and then yeah, then they catch fish. So that's how it works. You got to do some work. So, but I've got the 3 tiers. You can get involved with on my Patreon site. Just go to Patreon, enter Good Karma Sport Fishing, and then it'll pull up the Patreon. I've got 3 tiers. I've got the number 1 is the free tier, and that's the best of. Number 2, I've got the Good Karma Sport Fishing rigging crew. That's an awesome group. It's an awesome group. And this past month we just did mutton snapper leaders, and we have a Q&A after that, and the guys ask questions about mutton snapper leaders and changing it up and all that good stuff. We just finished that up. And then all these meetings are recorded, by the way, so you can watch them at a later date. And then 3, we've got the Angler's Edge. That is the absolute best spot finding community. And that's that. Now we have and then after that I've got the mastermind group. And if you're interested in the mastermind group, there's a screening process and an interview process for that, and you can email me about that, getting involved in that as well. So that's that. You guys have a good week, and remember, anytime you're fishing, it's all good.